Should human genes be edited? Hi everyone, today I'd like to discuss one of the most controversial issues in modern bioethics. Should human genes be edited? Recent advances in biotechnology have made gene editing increasingly possible. Scientists can now modify DNA with remarkable precision using technologies such as CRISPR. These developments have created enormous hope, but they have also raised difficult ethical questions. Supporters argue that gene editing has the potential to eliminate many serious genetic diseases. Conditions that currently cause lifelong suffering might one day be prevented before a child is even born. From this perspective, refusing to use safe and effective gene editing technology could itself be considered unethical. If we have the ability to reduce suffering, many believe we have a moral responsibility to do so. Gene editing may also reduce healthcare costs in the long term. Preventing diseases before they occur could save both individuals and governments enormous medical expenses. In addition, healthier populations may contribute to greater economic productivity and improved quality of life. However, critics raise equally important concerns. The first is safety. Scientists still do not fully understand all the long-term effects of modifying human DNA. Unexpected genetic changes could create new health problems that might not appear until many years later. Another concern involves fairness. If expensive genetic enhancements become available only to wealthy families, society should become even more unequal. Future generations might be divided not only by wealth but also by biological advantages. Some people also worry about the idea of designer babies. Once gene editing is accepted for preventing diseases, would parents eventually begin choosing traits such as height, intelligence, athletic ability, or appearance? If so, where should society draw the line? This question is not only scientific, but also philosophical. It forces us to ask what it means to be human. Should every technological possibility be used simply because it exists, or should some limits remain even when technology makes them possible? In my opinion, gene editing should be permitted for treating or preventing serious diseases, provided that it is proven to be safe and carefully regulated. However, using the same technology for non-medical enhancement raises much more difficult ethical issues. Governments and international organizations should establish clear standards before these technologies become widely available. Ultimately, scientific progress alone cannot answer ethical questions. Technology can tell us what we can do. Society must decide what we should do. So here's my question for you. Should gene editing be limited to treating diseases, or should parents also be allowed to enhance their children's abilities if the technology becomes safe? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for listening. See you next time.